How do you find a guy who just wants to completely take care of you, make sure you're safe financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, who's there for you all the time, day in and day out for a lifetime? If you're curious about that question, stick around because I'm going to reveal the answer in a moment. I'm Jason Silver, the dating coach for ambitious women. On my channel, Attract Great Guys, I reveal the truth about men and give you strategies to attract a high-quality man into a lifelong committed relationship. Please hit that red subscribe button and the little notification bell right next to it so you don't miss any of my upcoming free trainings. Now let's jump right into it. This is a bit of a controversial perspective, but I'm going to say it because it's so important and I believe it so strongly. The only way to find a man or a partner who will be there for you for life and support you and encourage you and love you and protect you forever is for you to first prioritize being responsible for protecting yourself. The problem is, the moment that you give yourself completely to another person and place the expectation on them to take care of you, what you do with that expectation is you remove the responsibility from yourself. And this transference of responsibility from you having to protect yourself to your partner having to protect yourself it leaves you in a place of complete vulnerability. And this vulnerability is what leads to abuse. It's what leads to trauma. It's what leads to devastating relationships and breakups, and this very vulnerability is what leads people to getting into relationships that end up disastrous, where you end up in a relationship for 5 years and you don't even realize that the past 5 years you've been abused, or that you're with someone who doesn't really care about you. And I'm going to tell you why and how this happens. I believe when you get into a relationship and you give the other person the responsibility to protect you completely, where it's their responsibility, what ends up happening is you let your guards down and you expect them, you place your expectations over to them to know completely how you need to be protected. It is just like this explicit expectation where they need to know exactly how to protect you. And the problem with this expectation is that no single person can know what you really need except for you. And if you stop communicating with yourself, if you end that relationship that you have with your own self, with your own body and mind, where you are checking in with yourself, just like you might check in with a loved one and saying, how do I feel right now? What do I want? What do I need? When you remove that and give those questions to another person, no one is perfect. We're all human. And oftentimes other humans have their own trauma, have their own challenges, have their own biases and reactions. So they're not actually capable of having that responsibility to completely take care of you. It's not even a possibility. The only way to form a real healthy relationship with someone is for you to know exactly what you want, exactly what you need, to stay in touch with yourself, to be aware of it as it changes, and to communicate that with your partner explicitly. Implicit communication is where you just expect them to know what you need. Well, obviously we treat each other like this, or obviously we wanted that, or we agreed to that in the past. But every day is different. And every day is a new opportunity for you to learn more about what you want and need and where you're at, and to explicitly communicate that with your partner. And when you both are explicitly communicating wants and needs, then you both have decisions to make. Either A, I want to agree and take action on what the other person needs, or B, I want to compromise, or C, I'm not going to do it. A, B, or C. And this isn't a blame game. Placing expectations to a partner is that it becomes a blame game if they don't meet your needs. Well, we're in a relationship. Why don't you or why didn't you this, or why didn't you that, or why can't you just be more like this? They are who they are, and you are who you are. And the only way a relationship can truly grow is if you both accept who the other person is state what you need, and work together to achieve your goals. And if the other person doesn't meet your needs, you're choosing to stay with that person. You're choosing day in and day out to continue that relationship. It is a choice. And you don't get that choice if you give the power to the other person to take care of you. The only way that you can continue to make your own decisions is to be responsible for taking care of yourself. It's a controversial opinion. We want to be with a partner who's going to take care of us. But I'm telling you right now, I've worked with thousands of women. It is a fantasy. It is not real. There isn't any one person that can completely take care of all of our needs. The people who end up with others who take care of them are the people who are responsible for only surrounding themselves with people who meet their needs. That's your responsibility. That's my responsibility. That's each one of our responsibility to choose to be with someone who meets our needs. And that can only be done with explicit communication. So no more blaming. No more hopes of meeting someone who can completely take care of us. That responsibility is on you. And it's your responsibility to only choose to spend time with a partner who wants to take care of you. That's your choice. That's your obligation. Is if you want someone to take care of you, it's only spend time with people that have the character traits of being compassionate, of being kind and caretaking. And the moment someone stops displaying those character traits or doesn't project those character traits, you walk away. And this may mean that you don't go on as many dates. This may mean that you get rejected by more people. This may mean it takes more time to meet the right guy. But I promise you that if you keep that responsibility for yourself, if you're ultimately responsible for you, that is powerful. And that is polarizing. And you will find someone more quickly, and you will enjoy the entire experience of being in a relationship when you could be honest, when you could be explicit, and when you both are responsible for your own well-being. I know this might not be what you want to hear, but I'm not doing these YouTube videos to blow smoke and tell you everything that you want to hear. This is the hard truth. Relationships are not easy. It's a challenging path. Like anything in life, the best, most fulfilling rewards in life take work and take pain to get there. And the painful reality is that you have to take care of yourself. I've been in a relationship, a marriage, for over a decade with a woman who wants nothing more than to be caring and compassionate and loving, and vice versa. I want nothing more than for my wife to be happy. And I can tell you at the end of the day, she is responsible for her own life. I could be gone tomorrow. I could walk outside and get hit by a car. And I don't want to be with someone that's completely dependent on me for everything. I need her to be okay in life. So a healthy relationship is when each of us build each other up so we each are strong and powerful on our own. That we don't need the other person, we choose them. That's the most powerful, most healthy relationship. So don't look for someone who's taking the responsibility of taking care of you. Own the responsibility of taking care of yourself so you can be the best partner and you can choose the best partner. And if you want help with this, if you've got this mindset where you feel stuck and you want some coaching and support, click the link beneath this video. Check out a video that I made about my premium coaching program. And this is what we do. I'm committed to helping you so you can be powerful and you can help your friends, your family, and ultimately your partner to live the best life that they can by being responsible for yourself. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Be well.